Hi everyone, and in this content, I would like to give you a breakdown of the documentations or the required documents that are needed for you to submit your Japan visitor visa application. So, this is going to be a documents checklist. So, in my application, I just prepared all of this that I just highlighted, like all that I listed right here. So this is how I organize all of my requirements. So I just need to make sure that I've got everything handy, ready, and available before I went to the travel agency. This is how I've listed everything. So I've got here the required documents, Japan visitor visa application, and I just itemized or categorized them into something like this. So those items that were all under my possession, like I need to prepare it on my own. So those were like personal documents. And then those documents that needs to get created. So these are the application form, etc. So I've also categorized it like documents to be created. And lastly, documents to be requested either from bank or from your employer. So I have categorized them as well. So I just made sure to color them differently. So yeah, that's how I organize them and prepare them. So for example, for valid passport, so you already have that handy. So I've just put here available. And then for Japan visa application required photo, so this one I can just simply go get it from any photo studio, something like that. And then the PSA birth certificate, this should be within 3 months. So if if it's their first time actually to request for your birth certificate, you can actually make use of this website. So this is where I've requested my PSA birth certificate. So when you visit this website, you just need to simply type in PSA Servilis. So they are a legit one. Okay, so there are other website that actually offers this type of services, but I've already tried them once, so a year ago, I guess, and I can assure that they're good. And yeah, I've already tried them once, so that's why I've again tried their service. So I've requested around Monday, I guess, and then got it on the third day. So requested on Monday and received it on Wednesday. So only takes 2 to 3 days for me to receive my document. So you just need to simply follow all the guidelines right here. And yeah, I can make a separate video on this one. I'm just sharing you where I got mine and the turnaround time as well. Okay, you can just simply navigate this on your own. Alright, so going back to our documentation, so you can put right here, go get it from, maybe put from PSA Servilis, right? And so we're done with the personal documentation. Now you can start with your application form. So in my previous video, I've also shared that this application form can be downloaded from this website. So yeah, so this is from the Embassy of Japan in the Philippines, and you can just scroll down a little bit right here and look for the visa application documents, and these are all downloadable, so you can just simply click on the visa application form. Okay, click that, and you can actually fill this right here already, like on the browser itself. And if your computer is already connected to a printer, then after completely filling this out, you can just go right ahead and print it. That easy. And let me just return to that page. And of course, if you are hesitant on what information or details has to be inputted on that form, there's also an example right here, like a complete guidance and instructions on how you can fill in your form. Okay, these are very important, and you just need to make sure that you completely fill them out according to their guidance. And yeah, I've followed this format as well, and on the way they had instructed on this form. Yes, and I will see if I could also be able to create another video on how I fill the form that I've submitted to the embassy. Righty, so let's get back to our list right here. So that's on the application form. So maybe you can put here download and fill. Download from the website, the Japan website, and fill the form. So something like that, right? And then daily itinerary. So this one too can be downloaded from the website. So the website is your friend. Okay, you've got everything that you need on this website actually. So on this basic document still, you have here itinerary in Japan. So you have two options. You can actually download in Japanese format or in English. So on this video, let's explore the English format. So on here, I've also promised that I'll go have a separate video, but this is very straightforward actually. So on the form, you just need to simply fill in the required information. That's it. And this is, yeah, as I mentioned, straightforward form, very easy to navigate and to fill. Alrighty, so let's just proceed, get back to that page and this list. So on this line item 9 and line item 10, so these are if applicable. So if it's your first time applying for a visitor visa and you also wanted to directly apply for a multiple entry visa, really up to you. So they have a separate form in addition to the application form. So on this page again, so we just need to scroll down this number 2 other documents, and we have here request for a multiple entry visa, and it comes again with Japanese or English. So let's try to click on English. So this are the form, or this is the form that you need to fill out. It depends on you need to fill out 1 to 4, and really depends on your circumstances. It really up to you which one applies to you. Okay, alrighty. So yeah, if you feel that you can get granted with multiple entry visa, then go right ahead, download this form and fill in the required information or details. Alright, so let's get back to that page. And so cover letter, so this is again, if applicable, really optional. So there's a lot of videos concerning this as well on YouTube, and you just need to simply explain as to why. Maybe if you were issued, so scenarios like if you already were issued for a Japan visa before, and then you were not able to make use of it, and then you apply for another because that has already been expired. So maybe this cover letter, this is where you can explain as to the reason why you haven't used your recently or previously issued visa. So I think that's the use of the cover letter. And also another scenario, if it's your first time applying for a visa and you would like to get a multiple entry directly, so this cover letter would also support your request as to why you need to get granted with multiple entry visa. Alright, so I think we're done with all those documents that you have to create or you have to fill out. Okay, so lastly, let's proceed with, so on here maybe you can again download from Japan website or Japan embassy website, I would say, right? Japan embassy website. Same thing with this one, Japan embassy website. And this as well, you can, let's go copy, download from Japan embassy website. And then this one is formulate or create your cover letter containing the reasons. Okay, so lastly, these three items right here, for example, line item 12, so this is your bank certificate. In most cases, like if your bank doesn't specify the ADB or the average daily balance on the bank certificate, then you would need to request for bank statements for 6 months, because without the ADB, through the bank statements, they could be able to view if there were like transactions made in the past, like in the past 6 months on your account. So I think that was just it. They just need to make sure that there were like outgoing, ingoing transactions to your profile or bank account. Alright, so but if your bank can be able to provide that bank certificate that would have the ADB as well as when your account has been created or opened with them, then you don't need to secure this bank statements. Okay, and then second is, so go get it from your bank. And then line item 13 is your income tax return or 2316 form. So for this one, as mentioned, this you can get it from your employer, right? And this is usually being issued every February of each year. Yeah. And lastly is your certificate of employment. Also get it from your employer. All right, so yeah, I think these are all the required documentation that you need to gather. You need to fill out like the form specifically, and then once you have everything handy prepared, and especially for forms, okay, Forms, this one, you don't have any control as to how they would print it if it's A4 size, because this would be on the discretion of the PSA team, like the one facilitating this from the government agency. But for this one, application form, daily itinerary, request for multiple entry, all the way to your cover letter, as well as your income tax return, and then your certificate of employment. If this comes in a PDF form, you can actually take control on printing on the size of the paper when printing it. Okay, so you just need to save a copy and then print it using the A4 size of a paper. Now, why is it that I specifically mentioned that? Because if you check on this important note on document submission, that is highlighted right here. All documents must be in A4 size. Okay, so hopefully that would be one of the points that you need to take down. And another, so once you have everything prepared, like everything's already handy, all you need to do is again on this website and try to, okay, let's get back to the, so on here you would be able to under types of visas, requirements, and now you can have here the list of registered travel agency. So this list of travel agency would give you all of those accredited travel and tours agency that you can work with, so you can apply for your Japan visitor visa. So you just need to simply maybe contact them based on their phone number right here available. And you can also, of course, you need to give them a visit, because how can you like submit all the required documentation, right? So yes, I think that's it for this quick video, and hopefully I was able to give you like the complete walkthrough of the document checklist of what needs to get prepared and how to submit it to any accredited travel and tourist agency. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for your time, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.